friends. Hello, happy Monday. Hi friends. Hi. So today I just wanted to go through, we're going to do a couple of things today. So I am going to be doing the last round of my decluttering, but that's going to be pretty quick because all I have left are eyebrows, eyeliners, and just random single shadows. And I might do mascaras, I might not. I might just do mascaras later. But this is the final round of my declutter. It's been so much fun doing it. And I've loved posting the videos for you guys. And I wanted to kind of, after I decluttered the stuff I'm going to do today, I just wanted to sit down with you guys and talk to you about what I learned from this declutter, maybe some helpful tips if you're trying to declutter some stuff. And yeah, so let's jump right into the decluttering part, and then we'll do a little you and me time, kind of just talking things out. All right, so this is pretty much everything that's left that I need to go through. It's just this one little bin. I have my single shadows, some pigments, glitters, sticks, eyeliners, eyebrows, and these are all pomades / eyeliners, gel eyeliners. So let's just go through this, I guess. This is my random drawer because these are all kind of things that they weren't big enough to have their own section, but they still needed a place, you know what I mean? This is my knick-knack drawer. So I'm definitely going to keep this eyelash curler. I actually got this at Forever 21 for $2, and it's one of the best eyelash curlers I've ever used. So I'm going to keep that. I am going to keep all of my Kaylin pigments that they just sent over. I mentioned these in another video, but I've really been loving these. I have the shades Lovely Peach, Milk Chocolate, and just Peach. So these shades have been really nice. I've been really enjoying these pigments a lot. I don't use pigments too often, but when I do, I enjoy them. I'm actually going to keep this e.l.f. eyebrow kit. I actually already got rid of one of these. I had two. I got rid of the one that was more used, and I'm going to keep this one because I still this was the first thing I ever bought to use on my eyebrows, and I honestly still really enjoy it. It's a cute little kit, and it's $2. I am going to keep this Inglot gel liner. They also sent this to me. A lot of this stuff is stuff I got from Octoly, believe it or not. This is from their JLo collection, their Inglot gel liner. So I'm going to keep that as well. I've been enjoying it. And just on the other thing of gel liners, I am going to keep this Pretty Vulgar gel liner. I got this through Octoly. Do I need to keep 2 black gel liners? Yeah, I do, because the packaging on this is really cute. So I'm going to keep this for now. What I am going to get rid of is this Eyeliner. This is in the shade Chameleon, and it's a purple shade. I used it a little. You can kind of see. It's pretty used up, and I did use a lot, but I got this 2 years ago, and it's just time. It wasn't very good. It wasn't fun to use. I'm going to keep the Stick It Glue Kaylin sent over with the pigments because it goes really well with the pigments. I think I'm going to keep this MAC pigment a little bit longer. This is in the shade Rubenesque, and it's this really gorgeous, it's so creamy. It's the best formula. It's this shift of peach shade. Oh, it's like a goldy peach. I absolutely love this. And I got this on sale at Nordstrom Rack for $5. So I'm going to keep this for now. I still use this on natural days a lot. It's a really good shade to just put over a couple of crease shades. Like it a lot. I'm going to keep my Duo eyelash glue, but I am running low, but I don't wear eyelashes enough to be concerned. I'm going to get rid of this Cella Lash Serum, unfortunately, because it just literally broke. It gave me such a bad reaction. It didn't work for me. It gave me a really bad reaction. I'm also going to keep my NYX glitter primer. It's a really good thing for the glitters. I think I am going to get rid of these Wet n Wild loose pigments. I got these in the unicorn box that came out, and they're not bad at all. They actually look really gorgeous on the eyes. They're pretty pigments. But with those Kaylin pigments, I just don't use pigments enough because they're kind of a pain in the ass to use. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these 3. Okay, now we have glitter. This is not going to go down too much because I love glitter. We have this little stick I got from Boxy, the DIS eyeshadow crayon. It's just a really pretty pinky. I think I'm going to keep this because this is another one I like to put on my lid on natural days because it's just a pretty neutral, nice color. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep this Spellbound Glow stuff because I actually really like it for to add a little emphasis to a lid. It's really nice. I said I'm going to keep most of these glitters. I'm going to get rid of this waterproof eyeliner crayon. It's so dried out. I don't even know why that's in there. So I have these NYX glitters, and I am going to get rid of one. I'm going to get rid of this black glitter because I've never used this and I don't see a time when I will ever use this. So I'm going to, maybe I won't though, because what if for like Halloween stuff? No, I'm going to get rid of it. I don't use it. But I am going to keep the sort of holographic one and just the plain silver one because I do use these from time to time. They're just messy. It's like effort. I love this Tarte chrome paint, this chrome paint pot thing. This is like one of my favorite things. Like, oh, just gorgeous. So pretty. Definitely going to keep this. I'm also going to keep my heavy metal glitter in Midnight Cowboy. This is just a staple. It's so good. I don't know if I'm going to keep this Cover FX one. It's like a Cover FX glitter duochrome thing. It's so pretty. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep most of these glitters. I'm debating getting rid of my Supernova shadows from ColourPop because they were kind of crappy. Like they just creased really. Look at that like Cover FX shade though. Like tell me you wouldn't keep that. Gorgeous duochrome. But then I swatched them and I want to keep them forever. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. These ColourPop Supernova shadows are so nice. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? It's these three right here. I'm going to get rid of the orange one because I'll never use the orange one, but I'm going to keep the two redder toned one because I'll use those, I think. Especially now that it's fall. I'll never put an orange all over my lid though like that. So I'll get rid of that. Okay, my Stila glitters. I have the mini glitter in Kitten, and I'm going to keep this. It still has a decent amount of product left for being a mini. This has lasted a while. I'm going to keep Smoldering Satin and Smoky Storm are two of my favorites. Here's the thing. I got this one, right? And this is in the shade Jezebel, and it's like a metallic version. Oh, it's so pretty, though. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I have to keep it. Okay, keeping. I am going to get rid of Gold Goddess, though, because this is pretty much gone. Yeah, there's really not much left of her. Like, she's still gorgeous, but, like, she's gone. So I am going to sadly get rid of this, but I'm probably going to buy another one soon. Oh, there's also this little shadow insurance. I'm going to keep this. It's just a mini. Okay, now we're getting into eyeliners. I really don't need a lot of these because I use the same Marc Jacobs eyeliner every single day. And I don't know why I'm holding on to all of these eyeliners that I will never, ever use because this has my heart. So we're keeping that. And there's a mini in here of the Marc Jacobs that we're also keeping. If they ever discontinue this eyeliner, I am screwed. I hate these Wet n Wild long sticks. I have no idea why I've kept them so long. I think I have 3. So I'm going to just get rid of all of these because I hate them so much. They're terrible. Any pencil eyeliner, gotta go. The Too Faced sketch marker, this is pretty dried up, honestly. But this was a really, 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 really good liquid eyeliner. I liked it a lot, the sketch marker. This is my tattoo liner. She's also pretty dried up, so I'm going to get rid of her. This is, oh, it's a pencil though. Yeah, I can't use pencils anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that. Bella Pierre gel eyeliner. That felt real rough. I'm going to get rid of this too. That felt real rough. Those are just black liners, so. The Tarte Maneater was one of my favorite eyeliners of all time. So good. It was such a good eyeliner. I really, really, really liked it. But it's completely, it was self-sharpening too, which I loved. I'd always open it and it would be really sharp because of the cap. But I used all of this. Like, this is completely gone now. There's only that little bit left. So we're going to get rid of it. This is a Sephora liner that I used and abused. I used it a lot before I got... See, this still has product left, but I'm never going to use it. So I'm just going to get rid of it. All of this stuff, by the way, is just... Most of it's probably just going to get thrown out. I don't really like sharing eye stuff with people. Definitely going to keep my Fenty Fly Liner. This has been my new replacement for eyeliner, and it's really, really nice. A pretty, like, satin finish that I like a lot. This white eyeliner is so bad, but I like to use it sometimes for, like, Halloween looks and such. So I think I am actually going to keep this white liner. I have purpose for that. This Tarte Light Camera Lashes liner. Oh, there's still a little bit left in there. I'm going to keep this Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I think, though, this was... I had it in a pan, and I'm pretty sure I thought it was gone, but it's now performing. So we're keeping that. And then I get rid of this Wet n Wild eyeliner. Just so thick. It's like, she thick. Yeah, she thick. She's too thick for me. I can't use that. Stila. I think this is pretty dried out as... No, there's still some left. I'm going to keep this one for now and finish it up because it still definitely has some product left in it. Vintage pencil I can get rid of. I just cannot do pencils. I can really only do gel. Once I went gel, it's just... I can't go back. This Ulta pencil, I have no idea why this is in here. It's just a black pencil. We're getting rid of her. There's also, I use these to depot things. It's like a broken pair of tweezers. That's why that's in there. I actually really like this Kaylin gel liner, and it's in a really pretty purple shade. You can see right there. It's like a really pretty purpley shade. So I'm going to keep this one, and it's a gel pen, which I like. I'm also going to keep the Kaylin liquid eyeliner. This wasn't like my favorite thing, but I've actually been using this a lot, and I've had a lot of success with it. So I'm going to keep using it. This is an L'Oreal Infallible. I'm going to get rid of this. I've had this for way too long. There's no way. And then this one, this Clinique one, I also know that I've had for way too long. Oh, it's so rough. I can't even get it. It's so rough. This Clinique one can go. So now we're on to brows. And this one I feel like I'm not going to get rid of a lot. I feel like I really like my brow product. Definitely keeping my Essence Give Me Brow because it's amazing. Also keeping my Brow Gal Tanya Crooks gel. This Lancome brow gel, the Sorcel's Styler, I really like, but it does leave a little bit of a white cast. I'm literally putting it on my eyes to see if I like it. Yeah, I like this little Sorcel Styler thing. I'm going to keep that. This is just a random spoolie. I have a bunch of these. I really like them. They help with my eyebrows a lot. And this is also my, the thing I use to do my actual eyebrows with like pomades. Definitely going to keep my Precisely My Brow. This is one of my favorite pencils. A good amount of product left too, thank God. These are so expensive, but this is one of my favorite brow pencils. It's just so good. I think I'm going to get rid of this Ka-Brow. I did not like it. It's so hard for me to get rid of things, but I feel like I'm going to get rid of this. I just don't like the formula. It's way too crumbly. So that's out. I'm going to keep this little Cella pomade because I like it quite a bit. I'm going to get rid of this Brow Gal eyebrow gel, the big one from Tanya Crooks, because it makes my eyebrows insanely itchy. I do not know why. This is this random thing from Rimmel my mom gave me. And it's like a filler. I might keep this and play with this and see if I like it because it's a weird formula. I might play around with this more. I just got that. Definitely keeping my MAC pencil. I always keep most of my pencils because I feel like you can really never have enough brow pencils because they're always running out. So I'm going to keep this MAC brow pencil. I use this to like cut out like my crease. If I ever shape my brows, this is the little brush I use. I am going to get rid of my Goof Proof because it's pretty much gone. Wait, why is there so much product left? Wow. I was like, no, it's gone. There's literally so much left. Okay, we're keeping this. Never mind. This has so much product left. I haven't been using it because I literally thought this was empty. It's not. This LA Colors one I bought. It's pretty similar to my Goof Proof. I'm going to keep this. Again, I really feel like you can't have enough brow pencils, so I really just have a lot of them. I have two from ColourPop. I'm going to keep both of them. I really like the ColourPop brow pencils. They're really nice, so I'm going to keep those. One of these Brow Wizzes is empty. Let's see which one it is. Oh, it's this one. This one is completely gone, and this one still has a pretty decent amount of product left. She got a lot left. So we're going to keep this one and get rid of the one that's literally empty because I always grab the empty one to do my brows and then I get mad. The one brow pencil I am, these are also just backups of my spoolie and pomade brush. The one brow pencil I am going to get rid of is this IT Cosmetics Brow Power one. I just hate this. It's like a circular shape of like a pencil. It's literally a circle and it just doesn't. I'm literally rubbing it and there's absolutely no pigment. Ew. Okay, we're getting rid of this one. I don't like this. So I'm going to get rid of this Brow Bar To Go by Gerard Cosmetics. I didn't like this. They actually sent it to me and through Octoly and I was really appreciative, but I just did not like this product at all. I'm going to keep this little Anastasia concealer. This is what I use to cut my, like, shape my brows if I ever do that. I have this Kat Von D brow pomade, which sucks because I love this so much, but I don't use her on my channel, but I'm going to keep this for like my personal use because this is actually one of my favorite brow pomades of all time. Like it's better than anything I've ever used. It's so good. So I have two ColourPop pomades. I'm going to get rid of one of them because I will never finish both of these because they're a tad too dark. I do use them sometimes. I'm going to get rid of the more used one and keep the lesser used one for myself. And my mom accidentally ordered doubles of the pencils and the pomades, and that's why I have two of each. I love my Anastasia Dip Brow. Easily my favorite brow product. It's like doing real well. Yeah, I love this. Such a good product. What is this? Bang Beauty? This is a brown eyeliner that's never been used. I don't even know how I got this in my possession. I'm probably just gonna get rid of this, honestly. I feel really bad. Wait, should I keep this and like play with? I'm gonna keep this. It's never been used, so I guess I'll just keep it. I have no idea. Did I get this in? Did I get this? I didn't get this through Octoly. Did I get it in boxy? Can somebody tell me if we got these in BoxyCharm? Because I literally don't know how this got in my possession. Okay, now we have some single eyeshadows from ColourPop. I'm not a huge single eyeshadow person. So Lala used to be like my fave shade. This was like the best one I owned, but it definitely dried out because I've had it for so long. Kind of pretty, but I put it on my eye and it was really lackluster the other day. So I'm gonna get rid of pretty much all of these except like one. This blue shade in Hydroplane, that's really not pigmented anymore. Like that's pretty lackluster. So we're gonna get rid of that. This red is in Shop Rusty. Yeah, these are all older. And then I have this one in Arrow. This is so dried. Yeah, these are all super, super dried up, unfortunately. So the only one I am going to keep actually is my favorite, which is Amaze. And I bought this probably 2 or 3 months ago. And it's just so pretty. Really gorgeous, like champagne-y nude color that's super sparkly. So I'm going to keep this and get rid of the other 4. So let's reorganize real quick. And then I'll count kind of how many things I kept, how many things I got rid of, like what's the tea. So I have so much more room. I don't know what to do with myself. Okay. Wow, this looks so much more organized. Like, do you see this? I feel I'm shook right now, honestly. There's like nothing in here, I feel like. The fact that I only have 2 eyeliners is wild, but it's so appropriate because it needed to happen. So let's see. I guess there's no really point in counting what I got rid of, but I definitely got rid of like all of this stuff. I feel like I did a really good job. I got rid of almost all of my eyeliners, a huge portion of my like eyebrow stuff, a couple of pigments, few glitters. I feel like I did a really good job with this one. I feel like I crushed it. So basically what I want to talk about now that that's over and it's all done is just my experience with decluttering a little bit. I feel like for some people, and I'm not just saying this, I feel like based on the comments I've gotten on these videos, for some people decluttering is really difficult. And it makes sense that it's difficult. It's kind of hard to let go of things that you've spent money on, and I think the harder part for me was coming to terms with the fact that I have bought so much that I physically don't have the room for it anymore and I need to get rid of it. Like that's the hard part for me. I bought so much. Like it's more difficult to accept that I spent this amount of money and all of this. Like that was the hard part. And I actually, just for fun, I actually filmed it, but then I was like, this is a boring video because it was just me doing math. But I actually calculated how much my entire collection at like retail value was worth. So that's not counting things I bought at sales, things I found at like Burlington or Marshall's or whatever. It was purely sale. So keep that in mind. Like that's not actually how much money I spent, but it was close. It was over $9,000. And I've only been doing my makeup for like 2.5 years, almost 3 years. So that was a lot. That was hard to swallow. That was like a hard thing to look at and be like, wow, this is a lot of money. You need to chill. So just something to think about for you guys going forward. Decluttering is hard because it's hard getting rid of stuff that you think you like. And it's always that thing of like, what if I will use this? You know what I mean? Like even when I was getting rid of this black glitter, I was like, well, what if for Halloween I use this? I've literally never, ever, ever used this. Like once I think I used it. It's not going to come in handy. The biggest thing I would recommend to people who are trying to declutter or trying to cut back is do not set a goal for how much you want to get rid of. I know that seems like off-putting because normally in life you set a goal for something and then you try to meet that goal, and that's like the point of things. Don't pressure yourself to get rid of more than you're ready to get rid of. It should be a process of like now I'm a lot more mindful of what I'm using and trying to keep track of like how many times I use something or whatever. I didn't push myself to get rid of things like in my little highlighter video where I decluttered these 2 little, they're still with me, these little heart things. And I was really going back and forth on it. And I was like, you are so cute, but I don't use you. But you're adorable. So I want to keep you. And I ended up keeping them because and after the video, I like looked at them more and I thought about it more. And I was like, you know, these make me happy and I want to keep them. So don't like force yourself to get rid of things that still make you happy and still bring you joy, even if it's just packaging. Like you bought it at the end of the day with your money. money. You shouldn't feel shamed or bad about keeping things like that. So start slow. Don't feel like you have to get rid of half of your collection or you're a failure. Like, don't force yourself to get rid of something, even if you just kind of like it and you want to keep it for a little bit longer. Like, it's your makeup and it's your money. And I feel like there's almost this weird thing on YouTube where I'm really happy that people feel like they can set that goal and get rid of that many, but that's not realistic for everybody. Some people don't want to set those goals and don't want to get rid of half of their makeup collection. I like having a big collection. That's one thing I've really learned about myself through this whole experience is I like having options. I like having choices, and I like being able to look at my collection and every day pick out something new. I like that about my collection. And if you do too, do not feel pressured to get rid of it. With that being said, hoarding is a serious problem. And I made a whole video kind of talking about how I feel about this and how sick I think the whole mentality is with the whole blushes, and I like freaked out about blushes. And on the same coin, it's like, okay, so you don't need to get rid of everything that you don't love. But there were things that I genuinely just was not using. It could go to, like, I just gave the bag to, I think 5 or 6 people ended up going through it and just taking what they wanted. 6 girls that I know. I let them go through it. My one friend Amber took so much, and I'm so happy for her. She has like a whole new revamped makeup collection. But there's just like, I had like a whole reusable grocery bag filled with makeup, and I still have a room filled with makeup. So like, at what point is that a problem? So if you genuinely aren't using something, and also what I personally did, which helped me a lot deal with it, was when I decluttered everything, so I put it in the bag, so I separated it from the collection, and then I decided to wait a couple of weeks before I let anybody go through it. There was like a 1.5 week period where before anybody went through anything, and I waited. And I was basically like, okay, if you even have an inkling to reach in the bag for something that you got rid of, like, you should keep it. You shouldn't force yourself to get rid of it. You should keep it. And I never once, I forgot what was in the bag. I was going through it today because I had a friend going through it, and I was like going through it too with her and showing her stuff. And I was like, wow, I forgot I ever owned a sleek highlighting palette. Wow, I forgot that I ever owned the matte palettes, like the Meet Matrimony palettes. And that says something. That says something. I like now that when I open my drawers, like my highlighter drawer, it's not crowded with stuff that I never use, that like I will never reach for. It's a curated, while it's still huge and large and probably much larger than anyone else would want. And some people, this is way too big. And for some people, this is ridiculously small. Like, it's up to you. It's your personal preference. But I like having a curated collection now, slightly, because there's definitely still stuff I could have, if I was being really hard on myself, I could have gotten rid of. But it's not about that. It's not about necessarily how much you got rid of. It's just making yourself feel a little bit more happy with the collection you have. Because I almost feel like it gets to a point where it's almost like a meme of like, you know how when you have so many clothes that you're like, I have nothing to wear. Like, that's what happens because you just have too much. I feel like that's what was happening with my makeup. None of my makeup was super inspiring me because I just had so much of it that I was like, oh, I better use this blush because I haven't used it in 6 months when I didn't even like the blush, so like, why keep it? Same thing with like eyeshadow palettes, especially. It's sad opening my drawers and not seeing my eyeshadow palette drawer be as full, but it is such a good thing for me because now I'm like, wow, I forgot I had this palette because it was buried amongst crap that I don't use. This also brings up an important point of buying excessive amounts of makeup. I went a little crazy during the Sephora VIB sale and some of the Labor Day sales that happened. I'm going to do a whole face like first impressions, I think, for Friday's video, so you guys will get to see that. I went a little crazy with that one. Just because I wanted to. I felt like I'd just gotten rid of everything, so I needed to like replenish, and that's unhealthy as well. But we're working on it. It's steps, okay? It's like a process. But the thing that I realized, it's important to make sure I'm not buying this much makeup again, and that it's okay to buy new things and bring new things that I think will enhance my collection into my collection, but maybe remember the fact that I just had to get rid of an entire bag of over a pound of makeup I got rid of, because I was drowning in it. So it's like, at the same time, it's good to buy things. I'm not saying never, I'm not going to go on like a no buy or anything. Like, I'm not going to do stuff like that. But I think being a little bit more, this has definitely made me, and this is why I think other people might want to do this. It definitely does make you a little bit more conscious about what you're bringing into your collection, because you're kind of thinking like, will I still like this in 6 months when I need to go through my collection and make sure I'm keeping only things that I love? Like, will I still love this? Do I really think I'll still love this in a few months? Like, I picked up the Juvia's Place it looks so trippy when I like held it like that, when I moved it quick because of the pattern. I got this Juvia Place blush palette, and I really, really, really like it so far. I'm loving it. It's so beautiful, but I almost didn't get it because I was like, man, I have a lot of blush palette, but I felt better bringing this in because I was like, you know, some of these colors, especially these particular, like these purples, I don't have a lot of purples. So I was like, this is good. This is a good, different type of thing that I'm bringing into my collection. But there was other things that I almost bought. Like I almost bought the Too Faced concealer, but I was looking at my concealers and I was like, you don't need a new Holy Grail concealer because you have your Holy Grail concealer right now. Maybe when that runs out and you're done with your, I love the avocado from First Aid Beauty right now. That's been my Holy Grail go-to. And I'm like, maybe when you run out of that concealer and you want to try something different, okay, like that's a good time to do that. But don't just buy a new concealer. Like you don't need to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? And also, especially with liquid products, like I learned a lot about buying foundations and concealers because those go bad really quicker than you would think. So I've learned a lot of, I don't think I'm going to buy, I just bought a new freaking foundation. I'm such a hypocrite. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to buy a new foundation for a while. I just bought the ColourPop foundation, but I'm not claiming to be perfect, but I don't think I think I'm going to be a lot more selective about like the face products I buy as far as foundation and concealer because I've seen how quickly these things go bad. And I don't like wasting my money. I think that's the big thing here. At the end of the day, I would really, really recommend doing a declutter at your own pace. I don't think you should feel pressured to get rid of any amount. But I think you got to do what's best for you. Especially the fun part too, I will say, is like, especially for me, because I have friends that I was giving stuff to, the best part of the whole declutter was getting to see how excited my friends were to like get new things. Or the way my one friend, Michaela, like took one of the palettes and depotted shades that I'd never even used. And you are using those now. And in a way, it's fun. And my friend Amber was like, she was literally shopping at Sephora. Like she was so excited to be getting all this stuff. And I know that she is going to use the things that I gave her way more than I was ever using. And same thing with Bethany, same thing with everyone who went through it. Like they're all going to use it so much more. And in a way, it's kind of fun. Like I like giving to, that might just be a me thing. Like for some people that might not be a fun experience. But for me, I enjoy seeing my friends be really happy. And if I can give them stuff that's going to make them really happy, that makes me happy. So that was part of it too. Like that was a fun part to like do something nice for my friends, I guess. And know that they were going to get way more use out of the stuff than I was ever going to. Yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys like this video and I hope you like this declutter series. Let's do another one in like a year or two. I really, really have been loving the response I got to these declutters. I'm so happy you guys like them. If you guys have any questions or you want more tips even about decluttering, let me know down below and I'll happily answer any questions. I know it's kind of a weird thing, like where do you donate and so if you have any questions, let me know. I think that's it. I love you guys so much. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or do neither. I am honestly so happy you guys are here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this little declutter journey. It's been really nice to know that I'm capable of getting rid of things finally. Yeah, everything will be linked down below. Everything on my face, everything. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna link all the products down below. I might just leave a link to Sephora you can peruse through. My merch, my Patreon, my Twitter, my Instagram, my other social medias will all be linked down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!